Plans Meet Paper, and I wanted to come on and film a quick update for weeks 31 through 34 of my pregnancy. So overall, things are going well. The holidays did fall over weeks 31 through 34, both Christmas and New Year's, and so it's been a very busy couple of weeks. My husband and I did go home and visit family in Colorado, which was really great to see everybody, and also very busy just with the traveling and packing and unpacking and everything that goes with that. But we really enjoyed our time. But as always, I'm gonna start off with some baby stats first and how baby boy is developing and what's going on with him in the last couple of weeks. So I've got some notes here. And first off, it says that he is starting to develop more defined patterns of waking and sleeping. So that's something I've been noticing with his movement as well, is he'll have kind of a longer period of time where he's totally still and then where he'll be really active. And so that's been interesting, and it'll be interesting to see if those are consistent once he is out of the womb as well. Not looking promising for like 3 in the morning, if that is the case, because he always has a really active little spurt there around 3 in the morning. So we'll see how that goes. Second, he is also perceiving information from all 5 senses, even taste and smell. I guess he is smelling the amniotic fluid quite a lot, and that scent can help him bond with me later and also help with breastfeeding. So that's really interesting to know. He is just practicing all of those skills that he'll need: sucking, breathing, moving his diaphragm, digestive system, peeing, etc. Hopefully not pooping. We'll cross our fingers for no meconium. But overall, just practicing and really preparing for being out of the womb here in a couple weeks, which is crazy that it's coming that fast. Also, his brain has still experienced a lot of growth. I guess through weeks 31 through 34, in about a 1-week span, their brain can grow, like their head circumference can grow a total of a ½ inch in 1 week, which is crazy. That's a huge amount of growth for head circumference. And then also the baby's immune system is developing a lot during these weeks. So they're really starting to collect antibodies, get them from me. I know at my appointment a few weeks ago, around 31 weeks, they did encourage me to get a Tdap shot in order to pass those antibodies onto the baby during the last couple weeks of pregnancy here. So that is something that I did, and they said just any antibodies that mom is having at this time, the baby is getting those as well. So that's very interesting to know. And those are the main things that I pulled out of the app that I use, which is the What to Expect app. And of course, there's lots more info on there. If you're pregnant, definitely check it out. I definitely recommend that app. As far as events and appointments, we've had quite a bit going on. Like I said, we did travel and go home to see family, and it was just so great to see everybody. People got to see the belly bump, people got to feel the baby kick. Both my grandparents, my grandma on my dad's side, my grandma and grandpa on my mom's side, Kevin's grandparents, everybody was there. It was really great. We got to see Kevin's sisters and their families, and it was just really fun to kind of catch up with everyone and let them be involved with the pregnancy and feel connected with baby boy even before he's born. Also, while we were in Colorado, my mom and Kevin's mom put on a baby shower for me, which was so sweet, and it was so cute. It was woodland animal theme, and they just did such a great job. The food was delicious. The decorations were so beautiful. They went with kind of a very similar theme to what I'm going with my nursery. So they did a lot of blues and grays, and then woodland animals, but they did put the emphasis on bears, which is where my nursery theme is kind of heading as well. And so it's just really cute to see that all put together, and so fun for some of my friends and family friends to be able to come and chat with them about their experiences with newborn babies and everything at the shower as well. So that was so fun. and we got tons of really lovely gifts, which was so nice from everybody who went and who couldn't make it. Just so sweet. We feel so loved and supported as we kind of step into this next part of our lives in this journey of parenthood. So that was awesome. We also celebrated Christmas and got to see our nieces and nephews and see their excitement with Santa coming and everything, and so that was really fun. As far as appointments for the baby, we had 2 appointments, mainly 3 actually, during those couple of weeks. I've had 2 OB appointments, and I also had a 3rd trimester growth ultrasound. So my OB appointments, I had one at 31 weeks and then one at 33 weeks, and they both went well. We basically just kind of went over questions. We started talking some initial birth plan information at my ultrasound, my growth ultrasound, which was right around 31 weeks as well. I did find out that the baby is Breech. He's definitely got his butt down and head up and seems to be pretty firmly situated right in that spot. So we talked a little bit about options if he doesn't flip on his own in the next couple of weeks, and we're kind of coming down to the wire with that. I've got about a week left before I would need to start making some decisions if he doesn't flip on his own. So I've been trying a lot of strategies to try to get him to flip, been reading a ton on spinningbabies.com and all sorts of other sites. If you have tips of how you got your baby to flip, please leave them in the description down below, because I would love to try anything and everything at this point. I've been trying for weeks, and last time the doctor checked, he was still firmly head up, butt down. So I kind of picture him in there like in a little control center, just sitting there right centered right under my rib cage, and just like, why would I flip? It looks really bony down there. I like where I'm at, thanks. So I'm hoping he flips. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I was really hoping for and aiming for a natural delivery and that whole experience, and that may or may not be an option for me if he doesn't flip. So we shall see. I'll talk more about where I'm at with that after my next OB appointment, because then I'll know whether or not he flipped on his own. So cross your fingers, say a prayer, send me some positive vibes that baby boy will flip right upside down there and get ready to go for labor and delivery here in a couple weeks. In addition, for those appointments at the growth ultrasound, they did tell us that his humerus and femur bones, so basically like the longer bones in his arms and legs, were measuring a little short, which of course, anytime you hear anything like that in an ultrasound, it is concerning and it is stressful, but really all I can think about and all I can tell myself and hold in my heart is what I know to be true, which is I have a beautiful baby boy. I love him. He is a child of God, and he is perfect in God's sight and in my sight, and that is all that I can hold to my heart, and everything else I'm just gonna trust is gonna be okay. There's no point in worrying about it. There's no point in allowing kind of the awesome medical innovations that exist nowadays to cause us undue stress and worry, when end all be all, we're just gonna continue to develop and grow these babies in our uteruses and then have the baby, and we'll see what happens. That's all there is to it. So that's kind of the attitude I'm trying to take about it, and just trusting that everything's gonna be okay, that he's developing at his pace and at God's pace, and that's gotta be good enough for me. So I do have a follow-up ultrasound that the doctor recommended based off of those previous tests, but whatever they tell me, I'm gonna keep that front and center in my mind. And if you are pregnant and have had any of those kind of scary test results or ultrasounds, I hope that you can do the same. I think that there are definite benefits to all of the great medical interventions and amazing ultrasonic things that they can do nowadays with pregnancy, but there's also downsides. You know, I've done a ton of testing and a ton of very high-tech stuff during this pregnancy to check on this baby, and it's been super interesting and a great learning experience. And to be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure if I will do it the same if we have a second child in the future. I'm not sure if I will go for just a more hands-off kind of natural type approach and do very minimal testing in the future. I'll have to weigh that as it gets closer, but I definitely see the benefits of that as well, because worrying and stressing about something I can't control is not going to make any difference. So that's kind of where I'm at with that, and I will definitely give you guys an update after our next ultrasound just to let you know what they say and what's going on with little man. But as far as symptoms between those appointments, I have had some trouble sleeping, just anxiety, I think, especially when we were out of town. I started to realize how close it's getting to the end. I do have a little bit of a history in my family of going into labor early. And so with that being said, like my mom had her first baby right before 36 weeks. And so as I'm in Colorado at like 32 weeks, 33 weeks, I'm thinking like, that's 3 weeks away. That's 2 weeks away. That's getting really, really close. And I wasn't able to get much done in terms of setting up the house and setting up the nursery and washing baby clothes and things like that. And so I did start to feel a little anxious about wanting to get prepared and wanting to get ready for him. And since I've been home the last week or so, I have been able to get a fair amount of things done, but I still have a massive to-do list of things that I would like to do if I can. So that's where I'm at kind of with anxiety and emotional worries. I'm not really worried about being a parent and taking care of him. I'm so excited to meet him and to get to know him, but I am a little bit nervous about just being prepared in terms of like having the house ready, having the nursery ready, having all the supplies that we need. And I think that's just because those are the things that are in my immediate control. So I want to be as successful with those as I can. And it has been affecting my sleep a little bit. It's gotten better since I've been back home, so that's good. I have been having leg cramps at night as well, which is also affecting my sleep. Just every couple nights I'll wake up with really bad, like Charlie horse type feelings in my legs, and then I'll have to kind of stretch them out a little bit and they'll get better. But that's going on. I have been feeling a lot of movement from little man. Still a lot of kind of churning type feelings, just shifting around. Less kind of jabby kicks and more just like churning, and then also hiccups and little kind of kicks and movements as well. And then lastly, like I said, baby is breech. So I don't know if that's affecting this, or maybe he flipped, but in the last couple days, so basically towards the end of week 34, I have been feeling a lot of cervical discomfort, pressure, kind of a zinging type kind of pain. It's not like unbearably painful or anything, but it's definitely not comfortable either. And it's kind of like an electric zing kind of feeling right in your cervix. And it's been lasting for a couple seconds. Sometimes it'll last longer. And some days it's been just like all day off and on. So I don't know if that's him kicking me in the cervix with his feet down, or if by some miracle he has flipped upside down and his head is starting to engage. I don't know. I've read both of those things online. I think some people call that feeling lightning crotch. So I don't know if it's lightning crotch, or other people have described that to be the feeling of starting the very initial dilation, which it would be a little early for that. So I'm kind of hoping it's just lightning crotch at this point and not dilation yet. I would love for him to stay and cook a little longer in there. and really grow and develop to full term if we can. So that's where I'm at. Those are my symptoms. That's what's been going on the last couple weeks. I will definitely give you another update here in another 2-3 weeks, depending how much happens, and just let you guys know where we're at. So thank you so much for coming along on this journey with me. We're getting really close to the end. I do plan on filming some other baby-related videos here in the next couple weeks. I'm gonna show you guys his nursery. I think I've got it just about done now. And also I'm gonna show you what I pack in my hospital bag and other kind of fun little videos like that. If you have any that you would like to see in terms of baby-related videos, definitely let me know down below and I will do my best to film those if I can. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day and I will talk to you soon. Bye.